I haven't eaten for a long time. I feel sleepy all day and have nothing to eat. Don't you work? I used to work, but now I have no money to eat. I am from Fusheng, Dazhou. I have been in Fuzhou for more than 10 years, but now I'm in this situation. I ordered takeout for you. Eat some food first. Eat slowly. I bought you 2 boxes of lunch. I was not that poor before. Brother, you're in your 50s, not old yet. I don't have the money to go back to my hometown now.
What?
I don't have the ability. It doesn't matter. I'm afraid that my children will suffer with me. I have to work. China's economy is deteriorating, and people from all walks of life are lamenting that it's becoming increasingly difficult to make a living this year.
4月份一共30天
There were 30 days in April, and I only took 1 day off. Not much, right? I worked for 29 days and received $603 in payment. $28 was deducted, and I got $572 in salary.
到手4100
现在钱太难挣了。
It's so hard to make money now. I'm a food delivery guy. I work on 3 platforms and can only make over $28 a day. I don't dare to go to a restaurant for lunch. I just go home and cook a bowl of noodles, taking small green vegetables from the refrigerator and putting them in the noodles. The cost of this bowl of noodles is only 70 cents at most. If you go out to eat, just order a plate of rice with toppings and a bottle of water. It'll cost you $2.80 to $4.20.
没有个20-30。
In July 2025 at 3 a.m. on the streets of Chongqing City, a food delivery guy delivers food amid thunder and lightning. Has he ever thought about why he has to live like this? Maybe sometimes. On July 13th this year, a JD.com takeout delivery boy in Hunan province fell on the road and broke down crying.
今年太苦了。
This year is too hard. No money. How can people shop? The market is not good this year. Try to sell half a truck of vegetables and pull it back. The money from selling vegetables is not enough for the gas, let alone eating. I am telling the truth. Do you think you're happy now? Am I looking happy? I am still not full after eating 4 meals a day. I have to eat 5 or 6 steamed buns like this at a time. My job requires me to mix ash and put materials on the roof. It's the most tiring work. How many years have you worn these clothes? I have worn it for 10 years. I don't have the money to buy good clothes. You only make $17 a day? Yes, I go to work before 6 in the morning, at least 10 hours a day. In the current market, working is not easy. The boss often runs away and employees are unable to receive their salaries.
现在的普通人
It's getting harder and harder for ordinary people these days. How can we do this business? The rent for my clothing store is more than $400 a month. I stayed in the store for 16 hours today and sold less than $28. Shall I go to be employed? People in their 30s and 40s are the age when they can support their families, and now they can only earn about $2.30 an hour. If they work 10 hours a day, they can't even earn $28. How can they support their families?
养家糊口
Amid economic difficulties, many Chinese people have begun to reflect on their lives.
这个是房子吗？不，这个不是。
Is this a home? No, it's not a condo, it's a birdcage. Many workers who work like slaves fly out to work during the day and come back to rest and sleep at night. The next day, they continue to fly out to work. Most of us ordinary people's lives are designed to be like cattle and horses. We work hard for such a birdcage all our lives. When we get old and can no longer fly, all we have left is this birdcage.
飞不动了，也就剩这么两样子。
In Chinese internet terms, cattle and horses are often used to describe workers who are overexploited at work and have no autonomy and dignity. It's similar to the concept of working people or tool people, with self-deprecating or ironic meanings. In the West, many people say that work is just a part of life. In today's China, work has become everything for many Chinese people.
人家欠了11万。
I owed $15,335 last year, and now I still owe $9,759. If I don't work hard, I won't have food to eat today. How is it possible for me not to come to work?
来打工怎么弄？
我们中国的很大一部分人
A large number of people in China live worse than cattle and horses, constantly working hard 8 days a week, not to pursue dreams, but completely because of life's pressure. There is no other way but to survive. The purpose of living is to have enough food and clothing and to be able to pay off the debt.
能还上欠款。
Chinese employees, no life, only work. Life is just an accessory to the job. Do you think you are chasing a dream by working hard every day? It's not. You are forced by life. It is never your own choice, but you have no choice. You work hard every day just to make a living, to solve the problem of food and clothing. Sleep when you are tired and go to work again in the morning. Sleep again when you are tired at night and go to work again in the morning. This is pure cow-horse behavior, simply the lifestyle of cows and horses. Some people make a distinction between working abroad and working in mainland China. Is there a difference between foreign cattle and domestic cattle? Brothers, many people would rather go abroad to be cattle than to be in China, and would rather spend money to go outside. Why do people go to Japan to farm and wash seafood rather than waste time at home? Because in China, after deducting various costs, it's good enough to have food and drink. Some people don't even have enough to cover their living expenses, let alone save money. Working in Japan, farming and washing seafood, after deducting all expenses, you can save nearly $14,000 a year. In fact, no matter at home or abroad, no matter what industry you are in, you deserve respect. At the same time, we just want to work hard and get the rewards we deserve. Why is it so difficult? I think most people who choose to go abroad just want a good reward for their work, right? Suddenly, I realized that we have to rely on taking leave to complete the major events in our lives. You need to take a wedding leave to get married, sick leave when getting sick, maternity leave to have a baby, and even bereavement leave when a relative dies. Our most precious moments are all stolen time from work. What's even more heartbreaking is that we study hard for more than 10 years, decades, and try our best to get into a good university, just to become cows and horses after graduation. That is the bitter experience of young Chinese people. When they are studying hard, they never expect that their new life will be one of being a cow and horse with a low salary. On the streets of Wuhan City, Hebei province, someone wrote a very sad sentence on the wall. This social development, having eaten up the honest peasants of my grandfather's generation, have eaten up the haggard workers of my parents' generation. Now it's my turn. More and more things I can't look through and can't understand. Yes, too many things that young people can't understand. On July 12th, a job recruitment site in Shenzhen, Guangdong, made netizens sigh that the students, the flowers of the motherland, took tutoring for over $50 an hour, but were paid only $1.25 an hour when they grew and became the cows and horses. Let me tell you, $1.25 per hour. There is a peculiar phenomenon in Chinese society at present. On one side are young people who work hard but barely make ends meet, and on the other side are energetic elderly people with high pensions. How much is your pension? Over $1,200, over $1,400, more than $800, $2,509, $2,509, $1,394. When I open my eyes in the morning, I find $42 on my account per day. $697, $1,400, a little more than $1,400, over $1,400, $1,394, including subsidies. It's about $1,400. Someone said with emotion. On one side are old men and women with pensions that cannot be spent, and on the other side are young people who cannot pay off their debts. The middle-aged and elderly people can spend $7.026 billion a year on watching earthy short dramas, while young people only spend $576 million on watching films. The older generation was born in the 1960s and 1970s. From the reform and opening up to going into business, they have caught up with the dividends one after another. Look at us, we squeezed our heads to get into college, but we don't even have as much as the pension of the elderly. No wonder it's said that the silver economy has a market. Now, the most daring consumers in society are the elderly. These elderly individuals with high pensions are mostly affiliated with organizations related to the various levels of the government. According to our observations, China's pension fund actually hides a huge deficit crisis, but it's not yet erupted. There is a large number of elderly people at the grassroots level in China who still struggle to make a living. What do you do at the construction site? Concrete. Oh, it's very tiring. I see you are very thin. No, I have a health problem. I owe more than $40,000 just because of my illness. At this stage of my life, in my 50s, I should work diligently to earn a living. However, I get sick and can't do anything about it. I haven't laughed in the past 2 years. I really don't want to live in this situation. But if I don't live well, it will have a bad impact on my children, so I can't end my life. If so, who will support my children? My son just graduated from college this year, and the family hasn't bought a house for his marriage, and he hasn't found a girlfriend. I live for my children. My parents are over 80 years old and can't let them get stuck in the helpless. I really don't want to say it. There's nothing I can do. Those veterans have fallen to the point of being abandoned by the CCP. It's not easy for people to survive now. Look at this brother. He is still picking up waste in the middle of the night, right? This guy is a veteran. He's a veteran, right? Yes, he lives by picking up rags. He lives by picking up rags? Yes. Brother, have you eaten? The Chinese people are struggling to survive, and the CCP authorities are well aware of this. What is the party's response to this? The party keeps saying, those people's existence affects the city's clean appearance. There used to be a lot of homeless people under this bridge. We would put the leftover steamed buns and clothes under the bridge in the corner for them to pick up. But I haven't seen them in recent years. Today, I came over and took a look. There is a wire mesh around the bridge, and a lot of sharp stones are placed in the innermost part. After watching this video, you might feel a little heavy. There is a saying in ancient China that everything will turn into the opposite after reaching its extreme. The Chinese have experienced so much suffering, but we wonder if they realize where the root of that suffering is. If the Chinese can reflect on this, oppose the CCP ideologically, and resist the concepts and thinking instilled in them by the CCP, perhaps they will usher in a different future. A Shandong netizen recently took a photo of 2 suns. How come there are 2 suns today? Look, there is 1 sun above the sky and 1 sun below. My God, is this fake? It's 5:30 a.m. Beijing time, July 14th, 2025. This is a live picture taken with a mobile phone. Take a look, it's amazing. In ancient Chinese texts, the appearance of multiple suns is often considered an ominous sign, representing natural imbalance, social unrest, and disasters such as divine punishment. Is China about to change in the near future? That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.